They didn't take any of that on board. All they did was sit here down in the shed and said how they were going to feather in the areas that they're going to log into the existing forest. And okay, today you're going to see what their feathering in process is like. It is just an abomination of destruction of forests on a huge scale.
Well, the biggest issue with Australian paper is, of course, the Wood Pulp Agreement Act, which guarantees supply to that mill out of our forests. It's the law. Right. That's the biggest issue with Australian paper in our forests. Is, you know, for over 80 years they've had guaranteed supply to our forests, and if we can't supply it, we pay them compensation.
And do you know how much compensation we pay them?
It's a very good question. No one's ever been able to get the answer to that. Never.
And the fact that they put on their website that it is ecological sustainability management is just beyond the joke.
If they can pay 60 million for a mill, why can't they pay for breaking a contract?
Well, it's not even breaking a contract, it's legislation. So it's legal. Not, yeah, so essentially a couple of weeks ago in the Parliament, I introduced the Wood Pulp Agreement Act repeal bill to remove that from legislation. Because it's one of the biggest issues in terms of guaranteeing supply.
It's up there with what's happening in Indonesia. It's up there with what's happening in the Amazon. We're getting it happening here right in Australia, and they're just using their spin when you go on their website to try and justify what they're doing.
So if this timber is only available for another 5 years, what happens then?
It's a very good question. What happens then? Because there's a few choices I guess you can make. I mean, I would say that you need to transition to sustainable plantation is what you need to do, and you need to bend over backwards to make sure that happens.
What does the banner say?
Forest for life, no logging!
Yeah, and the last thing you want is to say open up more forest to logging. Absolutely.
Because they say there's only 1% of mountain ash left.
Yes, that's correct.
Hey Dan, it's not on, don't log the Rubicon. Hey Dan, it's not on, don't log the Rubicon!
Yeah, and it's an ecosystem that's critically endangered, so the entire ecosystem is critically endangered.